For most people, eating meat is a normal part of our diet. What about you? Do you eat meat? And if so, what is your favorite? In the Netherlands, we are a fan of eating frikandellen and kroketten or croquettes with our French fries, and rookworst with stampot. Does this increase our risk of cancer? Let's start with some definitions. Red meat is, as you might expect, any meat that is red before it is cooked, and when you buy it in the supermarket. Red meat is muscle meat from mammals that hasn't been processed in any way. Examples of red meat are beef, lamb, pork, veal, horse and goat. So examples of foods that include red meat are pork chops, steak, minced meat and roast lamb. Red meat is different from white meats like chicken, turkey and fish. These look white when they are raw. Processed meats are often red meats that have been altered to affect the way they taste and to preserve them. These meats are not sold fresh, and this meat has not simply been cooked or reformed like burgers. No, instead processed meats have been smoked, salted or cured. Think of hot dogs, bacon, sausages, chorizo, ham, salami, corned beef, pepperoni, pastrami, but also minced chicken. Generally, with the economic development, the consumption of meat increases due to a greater supply and a higher income in people. Currently, we have much more meat available to us. Look at these numbers. In the year 1961, globally, 23 kilograms of meat was available for consumption per person. In the year 2013, this worldwide quantity of meat available for consumption per person has nearly doubled to 43 kilograms per year. The most recent report of the World Cancer Research Fund shows that there is probable evidence that red meat increases the risk of colorectal cancer. And there's convincing evidence that also processed meat increases the risk of colorectal cancer. It's important to note that this does not mean that eating meat is inherently bad for you. The evidence suggests that frequently eating large amounts of red and processed meat is probably not the best approach to live a long and healthy life. But meat is fine in moderation. Red meat can be part of a healthy and balanced diet, as it's a valuable source of nutrients, especially protein and important vitamins and minerals, such as iron, zinc, vitamin B12 can be found in meat. However, we simply do not need it every day. So, how much is a sensible amount of meat? The World Cancer Research Fund recommends to limit consumption of red and processed meat. If you eat meat, limit consumption to no more than about 3 portions per week. And 3 portions is equivalent to about 350 to 500 grams of cooked weight of red meat. For example, a medium steak is about 145 grams cooked weight. The WCRF also advises to consume very little, if any, processed meat. If you eat meat, it's best to choose unprocessed meat. So, are you someone who eats a lot of meat? And are you worried about your risk of developing cancer? Cutting down on meat can help protect against colorectal cancer. This doesn't mean that you must start to stock up on products like tofu or veggie burgers if you don't want to. You can achieve a lot by eating smaller and fewer portions of red meat. This way you can still eat red meat every day, but not reach the level of 300 to 500 grams a week. Another method is to try to keep some days red meat free and instead add more beans and vegetables to your meals, or to swap red meat for chicken or fish instead. Who knows? You might discover some delicious new dishes that way.